Matt Ligor Show. I'm Matt Ligor, your host, and I do a show here from North Reading Cable Access about once a month. I'd like to do it a little bit more, but believe it or not, it's not that easy to get people to come on TV. When I used to do my radio show, it was a lot easier. People would come on probably because they could do the show in their underwear, and you can't do that here at North Reading Cable Access. They just won't allow it. But my show is about being an entrepreneur. It's about inspiration. It's about business, various subjects. You know, the day and age we live in now, we have so much negativity and so much bad news, and for that matter, so much fake news, we don't even know what's real. It's kind of all out there designed just to upset you. So I decided that I wanted to have a show that wouldn't upset you, a show that would inspire you and even give you some good information, you know, or give you some good tactics for life, because you know, we live in a world now, they call them like real world problems. You know, we talk about problems that weren't problems, say, 20 years ago, but they seem to be now. But nonetheless, I have to say there's still problems. There's still issues that people cope with, you know. And being good at something that's a real world problem solver, I think is really interesting. And Sunday, I was watching my favorite show, which is CBS Sunday Morning. I watch that every Sunday because it's so well written, so well done, and every guest they have on, whether I think they're going to be interesting or not, they always are. And they had this woman on, and her name was, I believe it was Marie Kondo, and she's a Asian woman, young girl, probably in her early 20s, and she specializes in organizing and removing clutter, because isn't that one of the problems, real world problems we have now? Is we have clutter. We don't know what to do with all our stuff. So she comes in and she goes through people's personal belongings and she reorganizes them and gets rid of probably 75% of your stuff, 75% of your clothes. And she does it in a really unusual way. And like the way she did it with the clothes was she would dump everything on the floor and go through each item, and she'd tell you, ask you a question, say, does this bring you joy? And if the answer was yes, you kept it. If it was no, you thanked it and you got rid of it. And you probably repurpose it, put it in a bag, give it to Goodwill. Well, it was fantastic. I put a video of her up on my Facebook page, The Matt Ligor Show on Facebook. Take a look at it. I actually used some of her techniques with some of my clothes, and amazingly, I get rid of about 75% of the clothes that I had because I never wear them. You wouldn't believe how many clothes you never wear. The other real world problem, I think, now is making a living, having a business, being productive. How do you find the right business? And one of the issues with that is there's so many distractions. I went to a franchise expo over the weekend, and I saw so many interesting little businesses that were short money to start. I saw businesses that were from like $5,000 to start a franchise to $300,000. But I was amazed at how many little businesses there were, how many opportunities there are. And one thing, though, while I was there, is I realized that people talk way too much. Way too much. They talk and talk and talk, and they basically talk them out of a sale. You know, if you're going to be a salesman, you got to learn to listen and not talk. And you're probably saying right now, I talk too much, right? And I just keep going. Well, I'm not done yet. So the other real world problem is staying in shape, right? Staying in shape, being healthy, having goals, focusing, getting where you want to go, right? Like everyone, you know, probably has that feeling like, I can't stay in shape. I don't know what to do. But yet you know what to do. You know it's diet and exercise, but you can't put it together. Well, I have on my show today, I have a great guest who can help you with that, help you with your goals, help you with your health, help you with your fitness. His name is Nate Witkowski. His business is My Warrior Training. And Nate, welcome to the Matt Ligor Show. I'm going to switch over here. We're going to go now to a little bit more personal view.
Looks good.
Nate, so did I say that right?
Yeah. It's the Warrior Athlete program. My blog is mywarriorlifestyle.com. And what I really try to do on that blog is talk about a lot of different things. You know, like you said, a lot of people are interested in fitness and health. I think that all that stuff starts with a mindset and goal setting. So where I talk a lot about fitness and working out and weight training and things like that. A lot of the things that I talk about as well are morning routine, having a daily strategy every single day, how to build habits. And so that's kind of what I want to really teach people and help people figure out for themselves.
Yeah, that's very important. So again, how do we get in touch with you? How do we find your website? Find a way to learn more about what you're doing.
Yeah, so the best thing that people can do is go to the website, which is mywarriorlifestyle.com. I'm posting weekly there, blog posts. That's where you can find the full description of the 12-week program that I just launched a month ago. So there's a huge description application there for you to apply and send over to me. And also, I'm big on social media. That's pretty much, social media is pretty much where I really run my business and get that awareness out there. So on Facebook, Nate Witkowski, the Warrior Athlete, if you search that. And that Facebook's probably the best place where you can find me.
So do you come from a background of a lot of athletics?
I do, yeah.
What kind of sports did you play?
Yeah, so I played baseball my entire life. I played 4 years of collegiate baseball as well.
Where'd you play?
At Bentley University.
Yeah? What position?
I started off playing second base. Soon found out I wasn't the quickest guy to play second base, so I had a good arm, so they put me at third base, and I played 3 years at third base. So.
That's good. You didn't get stuck at first base.
No,
or right field.
No, exactly, right? Picking dandelions out in the outfield. Didn't want that.
You know, my daughter played softball, all right? And when they're little, it's, hitting off a tee. Then they pitch. And my daughter, not the greatest softball player, she spent a lot of time in right field.
Yeah. But they usually have the best bats, though. They put the guys with the best bats, they usually put on the corner. So
yeah,
she must have been.
No, not really.
No.
No. You know what she was good at? Taking walks. She really had a good eye for taking walks.
Hey,
she got on base.
You need people like that on the team.
That's right.
Anything, whatever you can do.
So now with the Warrior training, what can someone expect from that?
Mm-hmm. So it's a 12-week program, and what it really includes is finding a daily strategy and creating habits through mindset and fitness to reach your goals. So the first 30 days are probably the most important days of the entire program. So that's probably the toughest part of the program. It's really where you build that foundation, where you really, get in tune with exactly what you want to accomplish in the next 12 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's where you create your goals, you create your vision, where I give you a training program for you to do, depending on how often you can get to the gym, how many hours you're willing to commit to the gym. Which is probably an important thing to understand, is that the program, it's customizable. So it's not going to be a one-size-fits-all for everyone. It's not going to be the same thing for everyone, which is why I like to really get to know my clients before we even start anything. So that's why there is that application. I also have an hour phone call before I even write up the program, because I want to get to know them. I want to know exactly what makes them tick. What are they doing now? What are they struggling with? What do they want to accomplish? And then from there, that's how I create the 12-week program for them.
All right. So everybody just doesn't get up and do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and run 2 miles, right?
No, not at all.
So, it's funny because like when I was talking in the intro, I said that, health and fitness is diet and exercise, right? It's not really, because if it was just diet and exercise, everybody would do it, right? You talked about mindset. That's probably the most important part, isn't it?
Right. Yeah, no, definitely. It's something that I think that I really pride myself on, especially through my athletic career. I was captain of almost every single team that I played for.
Really?
Yeah. And I think that was due to my mindset and being able to not push my mindset, but help inspire other people to have that strong mindset as well on my team. So, yeah, I mean, you're 100% right. Like, I mean, mindset is everything. And what I think a lot of people don't understand is that the amount that it takes to get to where you want to be is usually only this much. Like it's not like you have to do crazy amounts of things. I mean, I wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. That's you don't have to be that type of person. You just have to do a little bit every single day, moving towards those goals, and over time, if you're patient enough, those things will happen for you.
Right. So now, where does some of this come from? Like, obviously, you had some good influence in your life to be, not everybody's the captain of the team, right? Only one person's the captain, and they don't just pick it out of a hat. They pick the person who's going to lead the team, right?
Right.
So, who were some of your influences?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, right off the bat, you're obviously close with my parents. I mean, they're some of the best leaders that I know out there. Besides them, I look to a lot of people, a lot of business people, like Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
I follow a lot of people on social media that, I look up to.
Who are a couple? Name a couple.
Yeah, so a couple people like in the fitness industry that I definitely recommend everyone to go look at. Corey Gregory, guy out of Ohio, runs the Old School Gym. Steve Weatherford, who was the punter for the Super Bowl team, New York Giants. Sorry.
Yep.
And who's another one? And Zach Homel from Indianapolis. He's another one. He's actually 25-year-old. Just started his own gym about a year ago. So, I mean, those guys definitely look up to. I mean, then going into business, probably the number one guy I'm looking at over and over and over again is Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's the best, Gary V. Yeah.
That guy fires me up like like no one else. So, so I definitely look at him as well.
Yeah, Gary Vee is fantastic.
Yeah.
So you got some good outside influences. You were very fortunate. You grew up in a really great family. I was telling you before, and you were kind of smiling, but your family is the furthest thing from dysfunctional. Really, you guys all love each other. You get along. You get good parents who are always going. Always going and moving forward and everything. And that's really, that's a blessing. And I know you know that. And you haven't squandered that. None of you have. None of you squandered that. The Witkowskis give me a lot of good airtime. I was telling you, between your parents, your sister, and there's more to come.
Yeah.
The Witkowskis are just growing.
No.
All right. It's going to be pretty soon, I think. I read an article that it's only going to take 6 people to be connected to a Witkowski soon.
That's all right.
So tell me, what are some of your other aspirations or goals that you have? Like, I mean, obviously you have your warrior training.
Yeah.
Give the website again.
Yeah. The website, mywarriorlifestyle.com. All the blog posts on there, videos. I do vlogs as well, so I kind of bring people around like my day to day, like for people to just see like what am I doing? What does the warrior lifestyle look like from the person who created it?
Yeah.
So I kind of want to give people like an inside look at exactly what that looks like. I mean, other things that I'm interested in. I'm partnered with Market America and Shop.com, which is a internet marketing company. So, heavily into that. I also enjoy music.
Yeah.
I enjoy traveling as well. Thanks to my wonderful girlfriend who I met in college. If it wasn't for her, then, I mean, she's bringing me to so many different
Where did you
corners
go
of the
last?
world.
You were telling me.
Yeah, so I quit my job about 4 months ago. After I quit my job, I went 2 weeks to Thailand, and I just had an amazing experience. It's such a eye-opening experience, such a different part of the world
So
for
what
people
was
to
like the
see.
biggest thing you took from that when you were there?
The biggest thing that I took from it, funny enough, was how entrepreneurial they were there.
Yeah.
Everyone owned their own business.
Wow.
And everyone was very self-efficient. So, like a lot of people own farms. And then, from those farms, then they have a food stand in the city.
Yep.
Where then they're selling their food, or they're selling it to, other vendors or whatever. So I did not expect to see that many, entrepreneurs in Thailand like
You want to hear a crazy statistic? I went to that franchise expo last weekend, and in the corner, stuck in the corner, all right, was Immigrant Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It's a website, all right, and it's a group, all right, and they focus on immigrants who want to start a franchise. 82,000 immigrants start franchises in America every month.
Wow. Yeah.
I was like shocked.
Yeah.
All right. Because, like you said, they're entrepreneurial. So you saw that over there in Thailand, that you had these entrepreneurs. So that's one of the biggest takeaways you got from it.
Yeah, that was too, and how tolerable to spicy food that they have, because I've never tasted anything more spicy.
Did you get like hammered one meal, like you just didn't expect it?
Yeah. It was like our second or third night we got some like chicken with like chili paste or something like that, and
did you get one of the chili peppers?
Yeah, I mean my mouth is on. I mean it's hot there, so you're sweating constantly, humid, but like when you bite into one of those chili peppers, you're sweating, you're crying almost.
Oh, and I bet the chili peppers there are hotter than here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like lights out hot. My friend used to grow peppers. He grew jalapeno and habanero.
Yeah.
All right, and the habanero are like hotter than jalapenos.
Right.
And the ones he grew in his garden were like 10 times hotter than the ones you could buy anywhere.
Yeah.
All right. And so, like, someone was like, I can do it. And they took we cut a sliver of the habanero. They were done for like an hour. And then one person who was touching them rubbed their eye.
Oh, there you go.
And it was over for them for the rest of the night. They had to go home.
That's all right.
So you get to travel, go to Thailand. Any other good places you gone?
The year before that, we did a few weeks in Europe, where we went to Budapest and London and Vienna, which was amazing. Going to Ireland next month, and Copenhagen next month, just for like a week. That's pretty much all I got.
It was a good thing you quit your job.
I know. I wouldn't have. That was one of the reasons I wouldn't have any.
See, but that's great.
Vacation time.
That's awesome. Like you wouldn't. I mean, what are you going to get? 2 weeks, right? All right, 2 weeks vacation, and that's it. And it's hard to like plan a trip and really do anything because you're probably not going to take 2 weeks in a row. You're going to take 1 week. You know? So now, while you're on vacation, all right, and your warrior training is going on, you can do all this. You can talk to people, right? Like via Skype and everything. So you can communicate and run your business from a distance, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that was one of the biggest things that when I was quitting my job, many people maybe in the past might not be able to, take that entrepreneurial route because of all, the startup expenses or, whatever. It just takes a lot of time and effort, and you really have to build something in order to really go take that career path. With what's going on right now with, social media and the internet, very minimal startup, There's the risk is almost none to start something, take this for example, if there's people out there that don't have all this, production, all the lights and the green screen and the cameras and everything like that, but they can start their own YouTube channel, and they can have their own talk show, and they have Facebook in order to market that to everyone else. So I mean, it's the opportunity right now to go and do your own thing is amazing, and you're right that I can take it. You can take it anywhere. I'm not stuck to any. I don't have a brick and mortar. I don't have a gym. I don't have a facility, anything like that. It's all virtual. So wherever I can get if I want to go to Thailand, I can be in the coffee shop on the island with the beach view, and I can, as long as they have Wi-Fi, I'm in business.
pretty amazing when you think about nowadays, like just the communication, accessibility. It's it's beyond unbelievable.
Yeah.
When I was your age, when I was 25, I think I had a cell phone. I did. I had a cell phone, and it cost me like 75 cents a minute to use it. So it was like, and it hardly worked anywhere.
Yeah, yeah,
no service, no service, one bar.
Right.
Like it just didn't work. And I thought that was great. And you had no idea what was to come, and I guess we still have no idea what is
I mean,
to
it's
come.
crazy. It's going so fast right now, like just with everything that's coming out. I mean, with social media, especially since that's pretty much my way of communicating, there's something new every single day. Like, and you have to stay on top of it to even stay like relevant and like get the attention of people. So
What's your favorite social media? Which one do you use the most? Which brand do you use the most?
It's probably Snapchat.
Really?
Yeah, I love Snapchat just because it's so personal and it's so easy to use. I said before, like I do a vlog, which I use a legit camera and everything, and I really film myself and do cool edits and things like that. But with Snapchat, you can just pick out your phone and just be like, here I am, or give an idea or some motivation, or it's so easy just to.
I got to ask you a question about Snapchat, all right? Because I'm very novice. I have
You
it
should
on my
be
phone.
on Snapchat.
I am, but mostly it's to like put dog ears on my head. Okay, so what makes Snapchat like? I don't know Snapchat is anything but that for the most part.
Yeah.
What makes it such a better form of communication than Twitter?
Well, I think first off is just video. I think is very big right now. It's very important right now. Putting a face, not just where in Twitter it's just words.
Yeah.
So I think that's very important. I mean, I think the coolest thing is the fact that now, like I said, like now you're able to get into people's lives a little bit more and really find out the day to day exactly what they're doing, what these people are like. Like you can go and follow some celebrities. Like one of them that I follow that I find interesting is like Kevin Hart, the comedian. And he literally will bring you through his entire day from when he wakes up early in the morning and works out to when he's on set. For his movie.
Is he doing just little short?
Yeah. So Snapchat's the longest video you can make is only 10 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that what you're doing? Like a 10-second video?
Yeah.
5 times a day, 10 times a day?
Yeah, yeah. It really doesn't. I mean, it just depends on what you want to document. And I think that's like one of the biggest things that hinders people from really starting what they want to start. Is the fact that they're trying to create too much. They're trying to make it perfect. They're trying to get the right lighting. They're trying to get the right audio and things like that. Where it doesn't matter. Just document what you're doing and be authentic with it. And people will be interested and people will want to start following you and.
So do you integrate Snapchat into Facebook or is it just Snapchat?
So I mean, Snapchat would just be Snapchat. Where you can like start integrating things like that would be through, let's say if you have YouTube. So you post a video on YouTube, but then you would post that same video on Facebook. So you can kind of like integrate that same piece of content, but distribute it to different platforms like that.
So is Snapchat like the new big thing? Would you say?
I would say it is. It's either Snapchat or I mean Instagram. They started their own sort of Snapchat with Instagram stories, which is very similar to that. So it would be one of those two, just because you can get that inside look of what's going on with people.
And it's quick. People like that quick.
Right.
So do you put like the dog ears on sometimes?
Sometimes,
yeah,
if I want to fool around.
Yeah. But mostly it's just straight up just, hey, this is Nate, this is me.
Straight,
I'm just doing
yeah,
it.
exactly. I mean, it's one of the things also that I use to like, one of the big things when I'm helping people create habits is accountability, and that's what I try to provide to people, is to be that sort of accountability coach and keep them on track, and make sure that they're doing the things that they should be doing every single day. So I use Snapchat as that accountability. I have a few people that watch it every single day, but when I wake up in the morning, I just take a quick photo, and you can slide over and put the time there. So it's like my accountability that, hey, I'm up, like, in case, I don't know if anyone's wondering, but just in case anyone's wondering, like,
Well, you're just saying, I walk the walk.
Right,
I don't just talk the talk.
Exactly.
I walk the walk.
Exactly.
Now, do you start, why do you get up at 5 a.m.?
So I use that as, like I said, I use it as a daily strategy. So my mornings and the morning routine that I've created for myself, it's not just a routine, or it's not just a habit. It's a strategy that I use in order to set myself up for success throughout the entire day. So without that time, that uninterrupted time in the morning, I have to get up early where there's nothing going on. No one can bother me. I got no text. I'm not looking at email. Nothing like that. So.
And what do you do? So how long is that uninterrupted time?
It's probably 5. It'll probably be like 5 to 8.
3 hours.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm working out for about like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then I get back home and go through my little thing, take my supplements, isotonics, and I meditate. And then I kind of just like go through my to-do list of exactly what I'm going to be doing for that day, and then I'm ready to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice recipe for success.
Yeah.
So basically, you take your 3 hours in the morning for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So 3 hours, you get up, you work out, you come home, take your supplements, eat your breakfast, meditate, plan the rest of the day. What time do you go to bed?
Ready to go. I go to bed anytime between 10 and 10:30.
Smart.
So that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. When people come to me and they're like, how do you wake up so early? Like, how do you do that? So I usually give them like a few things. One of the things is you have to go to bed.
Yep.
You can't stay up until midnight or 12:30. Like, so sleep is important. That's part of the game. That's part of living the warrior lifestyle is getting enough sleep, so then you're ready to crush it the next day. So that would be like one thing. The next thing would be to put your phone on the other side of the room, because you have to get up.
Yep.
That's one of the biggest things.
So the alarm goes off, right?
Yeah, yes.
On the other side of the room.
And you have to get up.
Yeah.
And for the people that still have a hard time even getting up when the alarm clock is going off on the other side of the room, put your feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Because once you put your feet on the ground, you're up.
Yeah.
You're not going to go back to bed.
Yeah.
So so there's just like a few.
Oh, that's good. So, I mean, warrior lifestyle. All right, warrior lifestyle. There's no such thing as a Terminator and someone who never needs to sleep,
Right.
never needs to rest, never needs nutrition. That's baloney. You see it on TV where the guy's like, "When's the last time you slept?" "I don't have time to sleep."
Right.
Well, that's crazy, right?
Right.
You can't do that. You're just going to end up in the hospital at some point.
Right.
Now, do you have a day that you just like kick back a little bit?
I mean, during the week, I'm pretty set in with my schedule, with my morning routine and everything like that. The weekends, they can fluctuate. Usually, like Sunday is the day where, I might sleep in a little bit, maybe
until like 6.
Yeah, maybe until like 8.
Whoa! Oh, wow! Really?
So yeah, that's like pretty much like the only day.
All right. So best way to get in touch with you.
Yeah, the best way would be the website mywarriorlifestyle.com. That's where you're going to get all the information about the program, 12-week program, where we really dive in deep, and you really get into your goals and your vision and what you really want to accomplish. And all the blog posts are there too. You can find all my social media on the website as well, but probably the best place to find me on social media would be Facebook. If you search Nate Witkowski, Warrior Athlete. That's the best place right there.
How about on Snapchat? How do we get you on Snapchat?
Snapchat, I'm Nate Witkowski.
Spell Witkowski.
Yeah, so it's Witkowski.
All right, easy enough to forget as soon as you hear it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Nate, I really want to thank you. You've been a great guest.
Yeah, no,
all right.
thanks, Matt.
One of the
Awesome.
youngest, if not the youngest guest, but one of the most together guests I think I've ever had. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna take on the warrior lifestyle, right? All right, and we're all gonna get up at 5 a.m.
Should try it. Try it for a week.
Get your feet on the
See
floor.
how you feel. That's it. Get your feet on the floor, and you're good.
All right, we want to thank you for watching the Matt Ligor Show. We'll be back soon with another interesting guest. Thanks for watching.